Alright, here you see me. I'm cutting my miters on the 3/4 inch pine on the table saw to get our beam built. And we're still cutting pieces to make the beam. A lot of cutting making something this big. And guess what? We're still cutting wood. But we're almost done with all the messy work and the cutting. Alright, I want to talk to you real quick about the wood filler I use. I actually make this. This is my leftover sawdust and wood glue just mixed together. Almost looks like a tuna salad. But that's what I use because, for one, it's going to be, when you go to stain over it, the sawdust is going to be the same as your wood because that's where it came from, and you'll get a perfect finish on it. And here's what I was talking about. You basically see the seams. They've all been filled. Now, you know, we're not going for like a beautiful piece of furniture here. We're trying to make this look like a rustic beam, so it don't have to be perfect the way you sand it. As you can see, I don't have perfect straight edges. I kind of rounded them and whatnot, but when it's all done, you'll see what I'm talking about. And we're almost done staining this side, and we'll stain the front, and I'll let you guys see what the whole thing looks like. Alright, so the beam is stained, and I think I really like the way it came out. Now, this beam is not a structural beam as far as what we built. This is actually a beam up there, and we just wrapped it to make it look more pleasing, I guess. But as you can see, we got our big angle pieces on it. Still got to get some more brackets for my air hose here that runs over to the hose reel, but all in all, it looks a lot better than what it did. I'll try to get some before and after pictures, what it used to look like. All the drywall was falling off of it before. But as you can tell, it turned out pretty well, I think. We did miters on all the edges. It's 22 foot long, and basically it mimics a 8x8. So it definitely, the garage makeover is definitely coming along good now. We need to get all this wood right here out of here off the lumber rack because it'll be going away. All that wood's for another patio project, so you'll be seeing that here hopefully soon. So next time we come back, we're going to be painting this god-awful garage door. As you can tell, we're going to paint it black because, being here in Louisiana, it's always so nice out, at least temperature wise, not rain, but we keep the door up a lot during the day, and I didn't like the white door up against the black ceiling, so door will be next, and then we're gonna start cutting all our trim pieces and getting it painted to trim around the ceiling and trim along our wood here on the walls, and we're gonna be retrimming the door. I sped this video up because watching somebody paint is just as boring as watching paint dry, but it's kind of satisfying watching it in double speed and seeing the paint go on the door. Not much to it, using the same exact paint that I used to paint the entire ceiling. That's pretty much it. Just watch it and enjoy. Now the messy work, ripping down some 3/4 inch MDF to start shaping and making our trim pieces. Not sure why Emma decided to record this portion of the video of us painting. Once again, it's not the most interesting thing to see in the world. Painting MDF is boring, and but yeah, we think we sped it up for you. I don't know. Either way, enjoy. Now today we're hanging all of our trim pieces on the walls. Sorry about the camera work. That was definitely Emma operating the camera. We now have a tripod to use, so we don't have to worry about the camera being so shaky.
Dad, what are you doing?
Hanging a shelf.
Why do you even need the shelf?
Well, we built the shelf so we can put all our car cleaning stuff over here and put our rags and stuff on it.
But couldn't you put the stuff in the in your work thing instead of on a shelf?
I could, but I don't want to. Come here and look at the shelf, dog. Look how cool this shelf is. It's plywood. Let me see the camera. I'll show everybody so they can see it. It's a plywood built shelf. Sorry about that. We did edge banding on it. It ain't nothing fancy, but it looks pretty. You got the pressure washer hanging below it, and I think it looks cool. Alright, so here's the tour of the garage. Let me get back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So this is what we got going on. I do got some scrap wood left over. Actually, next week we'll probably be getting rid of most of the scrap wood because getting rid of the CNC machine, and we'll use some of that wood to do some projects to teach the new buyer how to use it. So I'm gonna start over here. I still got stuff, laying along the floor and whatnot, but once the CNC machine's gone, I'll be able to build some shelves and get stuff put up. But over here is kind of my car cleaning area. We got the pressure washer, and then the shelves that we built a while back. They just, hold everything we need right here for car cleaning. Then the wood, we had actually put the wood along the walls. It's about, I think it's 4 foot high. We did that a couple years ago around this wall, and then over here on this wall we did the same thing. But anyways, with the wood, me and Emma, we made all of our own trim pieces here just to cap it out basically. Painted the walls. This is a downtown gray. Got to represent your military flags. Me and my wife both served in 4th Infantry Division, deployed to Afghanistan with them in 2010. Still gotta do something with my window. I'm not sure what I want to do. I can't trim the window out in a Craftsman style like I did the door because my beam is in the way. Then we got the 82nd Airborne flag over here. Speaking of the trim and whatnot, let me show you this door. This door had just your basic door trim, mitered at the top. We retrimmed it and did a Craftsman style trim. And then also carried on the trim over here above the wood. This is our Milwaukee outdoor tools. So we got the weed eater, the leaf blower, hedge trimmers, chainsaw, and then we also have the vacuum that we did a review on using the house. And we also have Milwaukee shop vac. This wall here is just some stuff kids have made me in the past, and then this really cool woodworking poster. But I want to talk to you about this beam. There's actually a beam up there, a supporting beam, because that's the bonus room upstairs. We just wrapped the beam to make it look more, you know, kind of rustic looking out here. So, you know, we wrapped it, mitered the sides, and that's all in the video. We made the 45s for it. Sorry about all the noise, the guy. This door is still not finished, trimmed out yet. I'm kind of waiting until we get, because it's a mess in there right now. I'm waiting until we get the CNC out. But we do have the barn door, you know, it slides all the way across. And then this is our back wall. We did the brick paneling on it. I was wanting to whitewash it, but I kind of really like the way it looks right now. We got the TV, the Google speakers, or the Nest audio speakers up here, and then just some classic older tools that I've kept over the years, collected, some old beer cans, whatnot, some signs that I've actually made on the CNC, and then you know, we trimmed out the back wall. One of the biggest things that I like the most, I think, is we painted our entire ceiling black. And we painted the inside of the garage door black, which you saw in the video, and I think it just really ties everything. It looks nice. It makes it feel a lot bigger in here than what it really is. This garage is 25 foot deep and 22 foot wide, so kind of gives you an idea of it. I think it turned out pretty well. Like I said, still got a bunch of scrap wood I got to go through. We're going to use a lot of it. The rest of it I'll probably just end up getting rid of it. And then plan on maybe this year doing an acid stain on the floors, getting the floors completely done, and that'll be it. So I hope you liked watching our entire video of the garage makeover. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of good pictures before we started, but this gives you an idea of what the garage looks like all complete. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.